If you'd like to see how we went from this to this, then stay tuned, because I got some for you. Hey, Amanda Landians, and welcome to Amanda Land TV. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, girl, then welcome back. My name is Amanda, and welcome to my channel. I am so glad I have you here so you can see just how I work my miracle on this customer's hair. Now, quick note, she has some thinning on the sides, probably from breakage, ponytails. Her hair is extra thick. Her hair is extremely porous, and she has a 4C coil, and the length of it is very short. So almost every angle of what hair is giving is fighting us back. That's what I'm here for, because I know that this hair has a soft spot somewhere in his heart, and I'm here to help us find it, okay? So just to be sure that we know what's happening during the shampoo service is a thorough rinse. Y'all, please do not waste your products on washing out products that can just simply be rinsed out. You end up using more shampoo when you are using shampoo on hair that still has products in it that you could just be rinsing out. The rinsing part is free, especially for hair that is porous. It needs that extra water. So because the hair is porous, and you know our favorite go-to is hydration, we're going to use the Matrix Ultra Hydra Source shampoo on her hair. Now, her hair still had a lot of products, a lot of buildup in it. But the thing here with this hair is, if I would have gone in and used something that was clarifying, it would have stripped the hair so much, I'm afraid, because the hair was also dry, that it would have been bad for the hair trying, because we already are trying to save it. So my key here is just getting my hands in this hair, getting it shampooed, getting it lathered, getting the shampoo down to the scalp to actually wash her scalp, and doing it without causing too much friction. Sometimes when you got shampoo on hair that is not the right texture, you start getting that nails on a keyboard type of situation, nails on a chalkboard type of situation, and I can't stand that. Oh my goodness, I can't stand it. And that's what using a clarifying shampoo would have done on this hair, because it is very wiry, because it is dry, 4C, porous, and short. Okay, I was going to be creating an afro over the top of her scalp before even reaching it. So the goal here was to get the hair as clean as possible with the shampoo. Now, Malibu could have done that, but we're working on a budget, baby, so we didn't do a Malibu this time. Maybe next time, but this time I'm just going to use my 1, 2, 3, both hands on my elbow, okay? And we're going to get her hair shampooed. Also, next featuring the Miracle Silk. It's a 10 shampoo. I love the shampoo. It helps get your silk process silky. It smells really good. It's super hydrating. You can feel the softness come to life on the hair when you're using this product, and you don't really need a whole lot of that product either. The key again is just trying to make sure it's getting to the scalp, because all of that product buildup was like just stopping me, because her hair is porous. So here's the thing: when you have porous hair and then you're putting a lot of product on it, the hair is like holding on to dear life because it's dry, if it's not properly being moisturized. So it's actually the porosity of the hair is uneven. So she has uneven porosity because down there at her scalp that you're seeing is super caked up with product, and not because she's purposely adding product there or that her hair isn't being washed. It's just because her hair is gripping onto the product for dear life. It is trying to keep itself moisturized. So it is literally holding the product inside of the hair shaft. So when you're doing your shampoo, make sure you hyper focus on those super thick parts of the hair. It's easy to glide over because your hands don't be feeling like doing all that work. But if you don't do that there, you'll be doing the more work at your chair. So that's what we have going on here. I'm going to top her off with the, it's a 10 Miracle Silk conditioner. I love this set. It just feels and smells so good. You can even see the hair like begin to soak up and drink up the moisture from the conditioner. I just work that in real well and let that sit. Okay, make sure your conditioner just sits for a minute to 3 minutes. Read the conditioner bottle to tell you a minute to 3 minutes is long enough, unless you're doing a deep conditioning, in which case, girl, Oh, you can go up underneath the dryer. And we are back. Hallelujah. Look at this hair. It is clean and it's fluffy, which is good. You can see a curl pattern coming in. Spraying it with the It's a 10 Miracle product, y'all. Yay. Love, love, love. Try it yourself. Link in the description or in the product section. You'll see that on screen. Great for detangling. Has thermal protected in there. UV protected as well. It's very good to add hydration, moisture, and bounciness, and it helps with your blow dry. So these benefits are what's inside of that container that you want to find for yourself in the products on screen. We're going to section the hair into 4 quadrants and begin detangling. And because we did our moisture process at the shampoo go, guess what? This hair ain't giving me no clap back. This hair ain't giving me no clap back, okay? It's just gliding right through with this comb. I'm not using a whole lot of elbow grease, y'all. I told you we was gonna need 1 elbow today, or 1, 2, and 3. It's 2 hands and an elbow, baby. And guess what? Yes, the hair was now ready for the next step, the blow dry process, girl. And during this process, do you know what I was thinking? Of how responsibility at 15 looked entirely different for me. And the difference is just something that I can't ignore. Differences of what I was expected to do, you know, what type of emotional baggage I carried already at 15. It changed my mindset. It changed the way that I saw people. And I realized that my life wasn't like everyone else's life, because everyone else's life was happy. My life was pretend happy. Do you know what I mean? It was happy to anybody that had a happy life or didn't have a happy life. It was happy from the outside. But in the reality was I was struggling. I had a lot of turmoil going on. I didn't really believe in myself the way that I once had, and I didn't really have a coping mechanism. I had very traumatic things that, shaped who I was, shaped who I was becoming. And I didn't realize that at the time. But once I really realized that I was able to put my emotion into the things that I desire, like getting a career or learning a trade or learning new skills that help me advance in my career at whatever job I chose. Um, and, today I value peace more than I ever would have been able to at 15. Absolutely. I realized that with peace comes clarity, and, decision making over the years really helped me, realize that without that kind of structure, life can really just go sideways. And then slowly but surely, as my skills developed, hair became more than just a hobby, and it became my career. It became my sanctuary. It became my place of encouragement. It became my place of everything. It's where I really began to build my life. And not just because I was doing hair, but I was seeing transformations. I was seeing people transform their lives out of a hairstyle. It is so possible. And that's why it means so much to me to see kids that are having such transformations in their teen years be able to use that time and build it into themselves at those adolescent and very important ages. From poor decision making and lack of self worth, I eventually ended up becoming a mother straight out of hair school. And I decided that I was going to try to break some cycles, y'all. Give me a break, because 2020 came in and broke us instead of us breaking it, okay? You all know how that worked out for you. If you were one of the lucky ones that came out untouched, hallelujah. And if you made it through, thank you, Jesus, okay? Now it is about creating safety, a safe haven, a safe place for my child. All right. Unlearning those horrible behaviors that make me feel less than a mother, like not knowing how to communicate, not knowing how to show emotion, not knowing coping mechanisms for myself as an adult with all of these now adult responsibilities and leaning into that place of safety, our home, and learning how to give my daughter room to grow, right? Giving my child room to be a child, room to grow, giving myself grace to realize that I don't know everything and that I am not perfect, perfectly imperfect, but I'm learning. I'm learning every single day, every day. But in this place that I call home, my hair sanctuary, is where I get to put that time that I've taken away into work for someone else. And that act of that act alone for me, I don't know, y'all, if you're not a hairstylist, if you don't love hair, then you just don't get it. You truly create the best moments in people's lives, and if you're just not passionate about it, you'll create the worst moments. They'll probably laugh about it later but that's when you'll know it's the worst moment. Okay, I don't want them to feel that way, and so I do my very best, and if it's something I just can't do, then I just can't do, you know what I mean? So here's a lesson for the younger women out there. I'm going to tell you 15 things today. We are still going to talk about the hair. Yes, it's a beautiful blow dry. I'm making sure that scalp is dry at the roots, making sure that we don't have any random wet areas. Of course, putting our serum in the hair, the Food for Soft heat protectant serum in the hair. That's also going to be linked on screen in the product section that you can purchase. Leaves the hair very soft, very bouncy, and is a heat protectant and also nourishes the hair. But let's talk about these 15 things that's going to help you shape yourself no matter where you are in life, because I believe that any point in life can be a turning point once you have had like a full rounded out experience, a real grip on life. Okay, those are the best kind of older people, when they actually take a step and turn themselves around, look themselves in the mirror, and see the chaos that they have created in their own life. But let's talk your circumstances. Number one is not your identity. Your circumstances is not your identity. The home you live in, the car your parents drive, the job your parents are choosing, the job that you currently have, the school you're going to, the friends that are around you. It's not your identity, okay? True, environmental factors shape you. They change the way you see things, which is a lot of what we were just saying, but they are not who you are. They can be a part of who you are. You're in them. You don't really have a choice, but they can be the part of you that creates the best version of you. They're not who you're going to become forever if you don't let them be. So you need to protect your peace. That's number two. You want to protect your peace by continuing staying focused, growing, remembering that each moment in time is creating the lesser or better of you. Learning a skill, number three, is the best thing that you can possibly do, because it's something that you'll be having a certification in that no one can take from you, and you'll have plenty of time to grow. Unlike a traditional 9 to 5 job, if you don't like that 9 to 5 job, or you don't learn it quick enough, then you at risk of losing your job. But with a skill, you've got all the time remaining in your life to activate that skill, to learn more, to grow in that skill set. So if that skill is learned 1 year, in 3 years, you'll be even better at it. It never can be taken from you just because you didn't get it the first try. You know what I'm saying? So learn the skill and let it make you some money. And number four, choose your friends carefully. Please choose your friends carefully. I, the people you meet, they're going to be who you become. They're going to be who you associate with. The less people you meet, the better. I promise. At least in this age where you're still learning yourself. At least in this age where you're not sure who is who, because everybody's still becoming, the less is better. You don't need a bunch of friends. You don't need a bunch of friends. If you have a bunch of friends, great for you, but you don't need a bunch of friends. Friends make your situation what it is. They can enhance it or take from it. It's just like any decision in life. And then ultimately, number five, healing is possible. where you are today, the reason it isn't going to be your identity is because whatever is happening, you can heal from. I promise you, you can heal from it if you just believe and trust in God. Please, y'all, trust in God. God, I'm sorry, but God is he's a big main focus here on this channel, um, because he's everything that I've ever believed in. Once I truly gave my life to him, I was able to heal through a bunch of things. But no matter where you are in life, even today, no matter if you're 15, 25, or 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, healing is possible, and it is not linear. Let me tell y'all that again. Healing is not one way. Healing will take you up, down, and around, but it is very much so possible. So let's get into the silk press. I'm going to leave the rest of the 10 if you're interested in the comments below. I promised y'all 15. We got to 5. I will leave the remaining 10 in the comment section below if we don't reach it by the end of the video. So far we're using the 1/2 inch iron on her hair to get her roots and to get those really small hairs next to her nape. We did go ahead and cut down her kitchen area because their hairs were much shorter, and they would have been tassel, y'all. So sometimes we just cut that little area. So we cut that little area. I'm going to use the Kimra thermal styling spray. If y'all haven't tried the spray out, please go and grab you some. I promise it makes such a difference in your silk press. You don't get as many flyaways. It's a wonderful heat protectant. It's got a medium hold to it, and it just really does a good job, especially on those hairs that are shorter. It holds its form better, and it's really something that is worth trying. You can try it out. Use the products listed in the description area. Yes, y'all, I'm loving how wonderful her silk press is turning out. And if you want to know, what you missed while we were, going over, those very important factors that I think every woman should hear, no matter what age she's in, because it helps. It really does, to have somebody who understands and has lived life that has been hurtful and that has been less than convenient for them. Talk about how to rediscover yourself, no matter what age that you are at. But if you missed exactly what was going on in the video, I will leave another video in the description box that has much more of a detailed description during the blow dry process, which is very important when you are, achieving a silk press on this hair type. Here you're seeing some frayed ends. I know that those ends have got to go, but girl, the hair is getting straight. And I'm telling you, yes, we did it. Goal, touchdown. It's not football season, girl, but touchdown, because the hair is getting straight. It's just going to leave me enough room to make sure that this trim is the ultimate trim. It's as best as it's going to get. This titanium iron, the best iron for silk presses, it is going to be linked in the description, in the product section, on screen. Girl, get you one, get you one, get you one. I promise y'all, I'll put people on. I know I'll put you on, girl. You ain't got a lot to kick it. You ain't got a lot to kick it. But listen, yeah, girl, I know I'll be putting you on because I want you to win. I want us to be winners here in Amandaland. If you learned a skill from me, I want you to win with that skill, okay? It's free game. Trust me, people are charging an arm and a leg for the classes that you're getting right now. The same one you're getting on screen for free. People are charging you $150 to $200 just to talk about the same thing I'm talking about to you for free. Purchase you that iron and get to work, girl. Okay? Anywho, this hair is getting immaculately straight, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy each section, and as we get to the top of the hair is getting thicker and thicker and thicker the closer I got to the top of her head. And some hair is just like that. It just has more less diameter to cover, and a lot of hair strands and that still grow in that area. So with her hair is much more thicker at the top, and also a lot of breakage is happening in that area as well. In this instance, doing protective styling throughout the summer after this silk press is going to be your best bet. One, we've got the hair straight, we've got it pulled out, we've got it stretched. Two, we've got it trimmed, we've got it moisturized. And three is detangled, and it's one less thing you'll have to do. So once you would go ahead and put in your protective style by someone that is caring for your hair while they're braiding, meaning they're putting the moisturizing products in your hair, being gentle not to pull too tight, then by the time silk press season come, you are going to be luscious in the hair game. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. We're going to finish getting this hair pressed out, and I'll see y'all in a minute. Now that her silk press is complete, we can move on to our trim. And y'all, I'm going to preserve as much length as possible. And yes, it is possible. It's just about how you care for it after the fact. Make sure you get enough of those hairs that are dry and dead off. That way they're not continuing to split up the hair shaft. And then you can trim inside of the hair. All right. And the reason that I give y'all free game again is because I want y'all winning too. We all need to be beautiful, black, luscious with some beautiful hair. Okay? Or if you're not black, white, Latina, we love them however they come. But hair is the same all the way around. Remove the split ends, get stuff looking silky and gorgeous, and then learning your hair care at home. So that's what we're doing today. Now that we've gotten the bottom of the hair evened out, y'all, please trim that bottom of that hair first so you know how much hair you got to work with when it comes to triple the middle of that section. You're going to create your guide and you're going to follow your guide from left to right. Following your guide, okay, and continuing to trim through the sections of the hair. A lot of people say that you're layering the hair. I wouldn't technically calling it layering because the hair naturally grows in a layer because each side of the hair grows at the same length but a different distance from your shoulders. Okay, so no matter how you look at it, the hair is going to be layered unless you cut it all one length, and in this instance we didn't have that option. So we are cutting the natural layers of the hair to trim the hairs that need to be gone, that are dry and are not coming back to life. Right? They're gonna go be swept away in the garbage can and free up your time, your energy, and your sanity. Okay. And from the first curl, girl, I knew we was on the right track. Yes, I knew the trim worked. I knew that we got the hair clean enough. I knew that we got the hair dry enough. We got the hair smooth enough. And I knew we were in a good spot from that very first curl. Actually, I knew from the shampoo bottle. When I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere from the blow dryer. We're getting somewhere. Now it's time for the part that really makes the style, because this hair is going to need some curl to it, so when she goes to wrap it, it can wrap around her hair. It's really hard when you have super straight hair that is short to get it wrapped around your head at night, meaning you're probably not going to have a good time putting it up. And in the morning, you're not going to have a good time styling it either unless you are wrapping it. And in order to make sure that our wrap is coming out well, we add some body to it. We used to call them barrel curls. Big old curls in your hair, so that way when you wrap your hair, it could be cute, for cute, have body, and have some bounce. It is beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm loving it all the way through. And watching this lady leave today reminded me that every young person deserves to feel confident, safe, and seen appropriately. Okay, seen in a way that makes them feel proud to be who they are becoming. Okay, I love that. And teaching your kids self-care, y'all, is not a walk in the park. It is not a piece of cake. Contrary to popular belief, teaching your children how to care for themselves while trying to care for your own self, and if you have any other children and possibly a man, it is no walk in the park. Okay, taking them to a stylist that is going to teach them a little bit more, take a little bit more time with them than you have the patience or time to, I'm telling you, 10 out of 10 definitely would recommend. I want to make sure that every person leaving my chair leaves feeling cared for. That's all I'm going to say. That's why having a good customer base, a customer base that I select, that understand that I'm putting value into you. I want to take my time with you, and I am truly here to satisfy your needs is the best. It truly is the best. And most of my clients really help me reflect that into my work by just being themselves. Literally not even have to do no work. You sit here, let me care for you. You understand what's going on. You trust me, and we get to the desired results after a consultation. Okay, don't forget your consultations. Your consultation also includes your hair care for at home. And yeah, that's how we're going to do it. If this story resonated with you, if my video resonated with you, let me know. I think it's time I started sharing more than hair on my channel. We are Amanda Land, and y'all know, if you don't know now, that I am more than just hair. I am everything. I'm a full person, and I think it's time to start sharing more than just the hair, the memories, the notoriety of hair that I have walked into. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's what I just said is a thing, but what my channel has become is everything I've ever wanted hair to be for me. I love hair. I love servicing people. I love creating a landmark in their life that they can look back and remember how that hair made them feel, how it changed their lives or how it enhanced certain areas of their life. Every style has a story. And y'all, I got quite a few of them to tell, and I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. I can't wait to get to it. So please, if you haven't already, select the subscribe button, become an Amandalandian. If you are new here, that is what I call all of my subscribers. Welcome to Amandaland. We're not aliens, we're Amandalandians, and that's how we do. If you would like to hear these stories that I have coming up, then stay tuned. Subscribe because I got more videos for y'all coming and more stories to tell, more things to talk about. But yes, just look at how beautiful her curls were turning out. Y'all, her hair is shorter. Give her a break. She's beautiful. Her hair came out beautiful. And I couldn't have been more happier today to service this customer who was so sweet and so easy to service with hair so gorgeous as hers. And I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all in my next video. Drop a comment. Let me know yes or no on the hair. Tell me some stories. Tell me some takeaways that I may even need to know at my big age on how to use some different coping mechanisms. Show me some love. Drop your diamonds in the chat. And I will see y'all in my very next video. I love y'all. And in the very last piece of advice, take care of yourself. Don't let nobody take that from you. It's the one thing you got that shouldn't nobody be able to mess with. Make decisions that reflect you in the best way and become the best person that you can be. Bye.